I'm Christine, and welcome to my cozy bedroom. I'm so glad you're here, whether it's your first time or you're returning, because we're going to talk about 5 elements of a cozy bedroom. And I kind of put my cozy bedroom together back between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I haven't been feeling well, nothing to be alarmed about, but I'm coming home from work and perfectly happy to just be hanging out in my bedroom. So I wanted to make it a place that was cozy. Anyway, so I want to talk about those 5 things I kept in mind that I think are making my bedroom cozy. And you could use them and make your bedroom cozy, and it's going to be a whole different look than what I've got, for sure, okay? All right, and I'm also gonna, get this, one of my favorite creators on YouTube, Susan from Little Poet, put a New Year's tag in her video last week, and she invited YouTube creators to answer some questions. And, well, I'm embarking on my 3rd year, so I think I'm a bona fide creator, despite my lack of subscribers. Yeah, I think I qualify for that. So I'm going to try to answer some of these questions too. So the first question is, rate 2023 on a scale of 1 to 10. Well, I don't know about you, but I think mine was pretty good. 9, 9.5. I had some pretty amazing things happen last year. So my favorite memory of 2023, there might be a tie for that one because I did have a granddaughter born in November. It was my youngest son's first child. But I don't know. I don't know if it's that one or if it's, I have one where I got together with my sisters over the summer and I did a video on that. Anyway, let's see. Number 3. Did you change as a person in 2023 and how? I think I became more aware of my finances, and so that changed me a little bit. I think it's mature to be mindful of your spending habits, and let's just say I've been immature for a 62-year-old woman. So I'm just being a little more mindful. So yeah, I think I've changed a little bit, just a little bit though. And then this is number 4, my favorite video from 2023 that I made and why, and that would be the video, I did a 2-parter of my trip to Ohio, but the one where I went to Ohio and visited my son and granddaughters, but I also visited with my 2 sisters who hadn't been together since our mother died in 1998. And man, I can't tell you how amazing that left me feeling that the 3 of us were able to get together. It was very special.
I'll take a few.
Okay, so let's get into some of the elements of a cozy bedroom, and let's take a look at mine.
All
So, so you've seen me filming in other parts of my apartment, but I've never come into the bedroom. It's a little different feel in here because while it's got the brick walls, it has carpeting and it has drywall on 3 of the walls. So it's a different sound. I'm anxious to see how this sounds. And it's just got a little different feel. It's not as bright in here. So back in, I'd say November, when I was thinking about doing this, I was just kind of laying in my bed thinking, I need to switch up my bedroom. It's been black and white. Both of my bedrooms are kind of in black and white. It's just my living room and kitchen that are more colorful. And you know, when you're in an apartment, things are neutral. And I suppose I could paint a wall, but then I'd have to paint it back. And I can work with this, right? Anyway, I first started immediately thinking, what can I buy? What can I buy to cozy up my room? And then I thought, well, let's backtrack a bit, you know, to my mature self that I became last year over finances. Let's talk about what I already have that I can use. Because I have a lot of stuff, and you know, trips to the thrift store are frequent, although that's changing, but I certainly have a lot of things. But anyway, I was able to, when I looked at those 5 elements of a cozy home, I was able to kind of assess what I have and go from there. So let's get into number 1 of the 5 elements of a cozy bedroom. And the first one is soft bedding, right? But I have this cream colored comforter. I bought this a year or more ago from Macy's at Christmas time. It was on clearance. And so my soft bedding is really, I have a mattress pad on that has some quilting to it. I didn't buy new sheets. I just have white sheets and a down alternative comforter underneath with no duvet cover on it. Usually I put the duvet cover on, but for this I didn't. I just was making it, you know, for warmth. And then over the top of it, I put the quilt, and it just looks great. It's a nice, clean palette. And I thought, I've got to bring a color in here. That's what's going to change it a little bit. You know, the cream and the black and the whitish that already existed. So what am I going to do that makes it different? Well, I'm a pillow person. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have like 9, used to have 9 pillows on my bed, 9 of them. And that was daunting. And that was like, who's making their bed every day and assembling 9 pillows? Craziness, right? But I knew I wanted, besides the sleeping pillow and this one, that I want some kind of decorative pillow, right? Well, I already had lumbar shaped pillows in the black and white. So I thought, well, let me try to find a cover for the pillows. And I was kind of liking the green, right? Because it was cozy winter, right? So I found these on Amazon. They're amazing, and I'll put the link below. Don't worry, I am not an influencer, so I'm not gonna get any money off of your purchase, but they have them in other colors, and probably when the season changes up, I might switch them out. We'll go there later. But so I got these to add some color. Then, look behind me. Oh, I'm going from the cozy bedding. Let me stay on topic. Let me stay on topic. Okay, so the soft bedding that was a doable thing. I already had the soft bedding, right? Okay, so let's talk about number 2 is warm lighting. Well, I don't have, and I would think typically in apartments, you don't have overhead lights. You may have some. I do in the common kitchen, living room, dining room area. I have an overhead light there, one, but the ceilings are 12 feet, and so I like the warm lighting. I like it low. So I have a floor lamp, and I have these 2 table lamps, so on each bedside table. Okay, number 3. We'll get to these. Number 3, textured decor, right? So, case in point, these pillows are kind of a linen feel to them. And then, of course, they have the blanket stitch. So those have a texture. I have on my bed, I have this textured throw, right? And of course, my bedding is textured. Throughout my room, I have pieces that you might want to touch, or they have a look to them of, they look textured. Um, and of course, check it out. I mean, my wall, you can't get more textured than that, right? So there's that. Number 4 is personal touches. Honestly, people, this is my favorite one because these are your little trinkets that mean something to you, that you have just kind of out somewhere. For instance, I have this on my bedside table as a reminder, and yeah, it's a constant reminder for me before I close my eyes and when I open them in the morning. So it was kind of going, since it was a winter theme, you could see in the video I had the garland around my mirror, and that is a pine one. I'm gonna keep that up, until the season changes. But so I bought this, right? I'm proud of myself because I didn't buy all new pillows, I just bought covers. But I also bought this little wreath for less than $20 on Amazon. And the other little decorative items I have in here are things that I've just had. So I really used very minimal. I spent very little money. I just kind of used what I had, and it was kind of fun actually pulling this stuff out that I hadn't seen in a while. Okay, so the fifth tip is scent, candles, fragrance, right? So I have actually got is it a mister, humidifier? A cold one that I got at Aldi, and I have a bergamot scent of, bergamot oil in it. So I'll run that at night before I go to bed. I just think the fragrance. I have, let me reach here. I have no particular brand, not particularly promoting these, but I like linen sprays. I will put these on when I'm making the bed. And actually my favorite one of all is this one. It's a sandalwood and patchouli. I love that smell. And I get these at TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Home Goods. I grab them when they have. I think that's all I have for my cozy bedroom. Let's go back to, I do have something else for my cozy bedroom that I want to share with you, but hold on. Let's get back to the New Year's tag stuff. So she's got, for question number 5, what 1 or 2 products that blew me away last year? Oh, I've got this. All right. I replaced actually a little 1.7 liter glass electric tea kettle. I couldn't live without it. I bought one a couple of years ago from Aldi. Don't ask me how. Hashtag stroke survivor. I had it sitting on my glass top stove. I turned the wrong burner on, and then, well, the base melted. So it took me a while to get it replaced. But when I replaced it this past year in 2023, I was so happy to do it. Less than $20. I'll put a link. Also, game changer, I traded in my vacuum. I got rid of I didn't have a big fancy vacuum. I had a Dirt Devil, and I got one of those little stick things, that breaks apart into all different sizes and does different things, but not the expensive one. This was just one on Amazon, and wow, I'm surprised at the power that it had. It's a pretty powerful little thing. I love those 2 products. What creator on YouTube inspired you the most in 2023? Okay, well, I like a diversity of YouTube creators, actually. I mentioned Little Poet. She's just so creative. She, inspired me, actually, with her filming and her B-roll and all of that. So I try to do some of that. But I think the one who really inspired me, the name of her channel is Homestead Tessie. Have you watched her? I am never gonna can. I don't have a yard to have a garden in. I I am not cooking the meals that she's cooking. I'm not making candles. I'm not drying herbs and vegetables. I'm not doing any of it. But you know what she does? She gets out there every day and puts a video out. And that is so admirable. I mean, just absolutely inspiring, right? Just what I want to be for you, to get you to do what you think you can't. I'll tell you what. So Homestead Tissy is the one who inspired me the most. What is the funniest or meanest, strangest comment you got on a video? Okay, I've been lucky. I haven't really had any mean comments. However, last week I put out a a short that I was just having fun with, and I think it was like, hey, here's another year on YouTube. Call me crazy, but don't call me a quitter. And somebody remarked, you quitter? And I thought, oh no, did they mean that? Like, is that what they meant? And so I overthought it and didn't even reply because I didn't even know what to say. I didn't know. But yeah. My proudest accomplishment in 2023. Whew, that's a hard one. My proudest accomplishment in 2023. I'm gonna have to think about that one. And number 9, what is one word you would use to hopefully describe myself in this new year? I had to think about that one too. Those are kind of hard ones. Anyway, so I think those are it. I don't think there were 10. I think there's only 9. And yay, I answered all those. All right, but I want to show you this. I'm probably going to have to change the angle of the camera, but I want to show you this cozy bedroom reality, okay? So sit tight while I get it ready. Okay, this is the fakest stuff of all. Right here, this bed tray, right? Look, I got some little golden figs, right? In a crystal bowl. Who uses these? Who? I gotta have this little bedside carafe of water. No. I have this restaurant cup with water on my side table. Books? Whatever. A candle? Am I ever gonna light this candle? I think not. I'll fall asleep and burn myself up. Smells good though. I don't think it's a Nest candle, so I think you probably don't even have to light it. I could just take the lid off. This is the biggest myth of all, because here's what you have to do to go to bed at night. Honestly. Okay. So listen. I'm not gonna say that isn't cozy to have that on your bed. It definitely is. Of course it is, right? But be realistic about all that stuff. If you're thinking you need that carafe to have a cozy bedroom, you do not. Trust me, you do not. If you're thinking you need that candle, I don't know. If I had filmed this around Christmas time, I had a plant on it, for goodness sake. I mean, cozy is personal to you. So you probably already have a cozy bedroom. I would love to know, I'd love to hear from you about what you love in your bedroom that just makes it feel cozy for you. Why you keeping me waiting? Do the things you can't before you can't do things. Before you can't. Don't do the things you do the things you think you can't do before you can't. Right? That's my message to you. So anyway, listen everyone, have a wonderful week and I'll see you soon. Bye.